Morning, friends and family. Chaplain Joe here. I am super excited about this verse. I've been reading the Bible for about 12 years now, maybe a little longer, and I never knew this verse was in there. I'm really inspired by this verse. Psalm 30, verse 3. God, you pulled me out of the grave. You gave me another chance at life when I was down and out. And I'll tell you what, that is one of the most truest verses I've ever read in this Bible. So I guess today's message is for those who are standing at the edge of the cliff. For those who have climbed on the other side of the guardrail and are thinking about ending it all. There's an opportunity for you. There's an opportunity for you, and you haven't run out of chances, and you haven't run out of hope. There's a purpose, there's a plan. You're loved. You're deeply cared for. Even if the people in your physical world don't seem to be there or there for you or around you or supporting you or surrounding you. The spiritual world is more real than the physical world. And if you're standing on the edge of that cliff, or you're standing on the edge of that building, or you're getting ready to throw on the towel and call it a day, and first of all, you need to know that your suffering's not going to end. Let's be honest. Let's be honest about that. Your suffering's not going to end. See, people think that suicide is the answer. It's not. And your pain and suffering is going to follow you. And it's going to be magnified a million times. But that's not what I want to focus on. What I want to focus on is there's hope. There's hope. In my own personal life, I was down and out. I think I was past down and out, to be honest with you. I think I was the one standing on the edge of that cliff at one time in my life. I was the one on the edge of that building. It's a tough spot to be. It's a very tough spot to be, and it can be very hard to breathe. It can be very hard to even want to open your eyes in the morning and keep pushing, keep going. And I was a point in my life where I didn't think I could do that. I could keep going, I keep pushing, but then God. That's right, you heard me, but then God. He pulled me out of the grave, and that's what my life was like, a grave, man. I was living in darkness. It's dark inside of a grave, isn't it? Huh? It's lifeless, right? It's what life is like. It's lifeless in a grave. There's no life. There's no joy. There's no hope. There's no light. And that's where I was at one time in my life. And then God, you pulled me out of the grave. And you know, what's crazy is I prayed. I prayed a lot. There was a lot of people praying for me. But I was still down and out. And I didn't think that my prayers were being heard. You know, I wasn't sure how I was going to keep going. You know, how I was going to keep doing it, keep pushing, keep doing life. Because life on life's terms, man, is vicious. It's brutal. It's brutal, and it will beat you down. It will beat you down. But God pulled me out of that grave. I can't tell you how he did it, but he did it. I can't tell you how he walked me away from the ledge. I can't tell you how he told me to get away from, go on the other side of the guardrail. But I'm telling you right now, it's a guarantee, and there's no doubt about it. There's millions of people right now all over the world. But God, he pulled them out of the grave. So don't think that you have to pull the trigger, go to the edge, go over the guardrail. You ain't got to do that. I'm asking you today, before you take that step, and you finalize things permanently here on earth and solidify things for eternity on the other side, before you get to that point, this message is for you. I don't know who you are, and I know God's going to bring this message to you. I know he's going to do it because I know God is going to tell you, his words are coming through me, and he's pleading with you, and he's talking to you, and he's letting you know, he's reassuring you, and he's giving you hope that he wants to give you another chance at life. And you deserve it. And he loves you. And he loves you, and you deserve it. You deserve it. Hit your knees. Hit your knees. He's waiting there for you. He's waiting there for you, to comfort you, to hold you, and to give you that other chance. If you take all of that hurt, that pain, that sorrow, that suffering, all of that, and lay it at the cross and hit your knees, and you look up to him and you cry out to him, I guarantee you without a doubt 150,000% God is going to hear your prayer and he's going to give you another chance. But God, he did it for me, he did it for you, he'll do it for you, and he's done it for millions of other people. And you are not alone. You are not alone. There's millions of us right now who have been in the shoes that you're wearing right now, who have experienced the pain you've experienced right now, who have gone to the edge of the cliff on the other side of the guardrail, or have thought about pulling that trigger. So don't do it. Just don't do it. God is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and all I'm asking you is for a chance to ask him for that second chance. Because he's got it for you, and he loves you. Be encouraged today. Father in heaven, I come before you this morning, Lord, and I just ask that I know in my heart, Lord, without a doubt that this message is from you. This message is for those who are getting ready to cross over prematurely. I pray, Lord, that you right now, through my words, supernaturally send the helper to arrest them in their steps, to speak to them in a supernatural way, louder than they've ever heard a voice before. You flood their hearts with that supernatural love, peace, calm that transcends all understanding. And you let them know and let them feel the power of your love. And I pray this in Jesus Christ's mighty name. Be encouraged today. God loves you.